Hey everybody, Rob, WagerTalk.com, Wager Talk TV here on Tuesday with your free play selection with analysis. We're going to come from the NBA play-in card today. We're going to specifically look at the Atlanta Hawks Orlando Magic game, a game where Orlando opened 5-218.5. Currently sitting at 5, and total's been bumped up a little bit to 219. We'll take a look in a second. But first, let me go ahead and get everybody informed on the promo offered here by Wager Talk this week. You can get the rest of the NBA playoff season right through June the 22nd, which was when the finals would end. You can get it all right now for $149, regularly $225. And you save a lot of money on that deal right there. Go ahead and get every game through the playoffs. We know this is an extensive run on the playoff card. Pick up my package. I've been 32-8 over the last 40 games, 80% wins in this run. Been phenomenal. Stretch goes all the way back to December, so it's been long-term as well. But once again, 5% blue chips included, everything included here in your all-access NBA playoff package. Go ahead and pick it up, wagertalk.com. Let's take a look at this game, Atlanta at Orlando. Injury report, looks like Clint Capella is doubtful here. He's close to returning, according to medical reports, but it looks like the backup center will be out for this one for Orlando. Point guard Corey Joseph, still questionable with a knee injury. Missed last game. Got injured Friday against Indiana, only played 6 minutes. So we'll see. Orlando should be okay at the point guard position if Joseph can't go. Scheduling looks like this. Obviously, both teams had yesterday off. Atlanta travels in from Atlanta. It is their fourth game in 6 days. Orlando, of course, travels in from Atlanta, too. These teams just met on Sunday. So really a very, very slight advantage here toward the Magic just because the Hawks are 4 in 6 days. Let's look at the situation here, though. As I mentioned, teams just met on Sunday, and they've played twice since last Tuesday. Let's throw the Sunday game out. The Sunday game was meaningless. Orlando sat their top 2 players, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, both sat that game. The Hawks sat 4 starters. Standings were already decided. Seedings were decided. Nothing meant anything. But if we go back to last Tuesday, when these two teams met right here in Orlando, there was a lot on the line. Teams were still playing hard, pushing for playoff seeding. The Magic closed in that game -4. They won by 7, 119, 112. Total was 226, landed on 231. That's a much better comp game for what we might see here tonight, obviously, because it was significant to the standings. Wagner and Banchero in that game combined for 55 points, 16 rebounds. They outscored their Atlanta counterparts by 41 points. So the frontline advantage that generally exists for the Magic really does exist here against the Hawks. The poor free throw shooting by Orlando in that game, only 21 of 31, 67% from the line, prevented them from probably winning by 2 to 3 more points in that contest. I think if we take a final look at this one and try and find a good angle to bet this game, the defensive disparity between these teams obviously favors Orlando, while the offense significantly favors Atlanta. And the question in this game really becomes, which team's weakness can overcome or perform better than the other team's weakness? And, in the last game, Orlando's offense won that battle. They carved up the Hawks' defense, shot 50% from the floor, scored 119 points in that game. Generally speaking, Orlando not a 119-point team. And meanwhile, their defense held Atlanta to 112. And Atlanta, the last 20 games, has the second highest scoring offense in the league at 122.3. So, they held them 10 points under their average. The team's strengths are complete contrast, especially when you get the tempo. Atlanta's the 3rd fastest paced team in the NBA. Orlando dead last at number 30. Here's your problem. In a high-profile game like this, Trae Young is always ready to play. Young, he's got a new running mate in center, Onyeka Okongwu, who has been the new lob and dunk master for the Atlanta Hawks, taking the place of Capella. Atlanta's a consistent threat to score on every possession, and they come off the bench with some lighted up veterans that could succeed in playoff atmosphere or play-in atmosphere like this. Karis LeVert, Terrence Mann, no stranger to these type situations. Georges Niang, no stranger to it. Vic Krejci, a scorer as well. I'm going to say that despite how good the Orlando defense is and was here 7 days ago against the Hawks, you have to look at the box and see that Atlanta scored 26 plus in every single quarter in that game. The side number on this one looks really tight. Tough to play that. Orlando now getting bumped up to about 5.5. But the the Atlanta team total, which was 106 yesterday, has made a quick move up to 106.5. And I think that's the route you have to look at. If rookie number 1 overall draft pick, Zachary Risachet, does anything to help out, which he didn't last Tuesday, then Atlanta's going to climb over this 106.5 pretty easily. So that's going to be your free play for today on this contest. The Atlanta team total up and over 106.5. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button if you like the selections with analysis given here each and every day by Wager Talk Handicappers. Go ahead and hit like, click subscribe. We're pushing towards 200,000. Get us to that 200,000 subscriber mark. We appreciate everybody who does. If you have a comment on this game or any of the other play-in games, please drop it in the comments section. I try to get to them as quickly as I can. For now, this is Rob Vino saying good luck with all your plays. We'll see you next time on Wager Talk TV.